Yeah, Billy. Lee Dawson, it's hot in here, man.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Pierre, aka Nina Bonina Brown, and I am just sitting in the bathhouse with these hot, white, sweaty men. Smells like privilege. Word is, Lee Dawson is here. So, since I have been getting such great reactions for my YouTube reaction videos for All Stars, which I wish I could get the same love on my makeup tutorials that y'all pretend not to see. But I forgot most of my fan base is Drag Race related, so that's what y'all care about. So, with that being said, I'm still glad that y'all are enjoying these videos. But with that also being said, of course you have a few haters every now and then. And it seems to be the word is, you're bitter. What am I supposed to be bitter about? That I wasn't on All Stars? How do you know that I didn't get the same phone call for All Stars, but just decided not to do it? This is the exact reason why I wouldn't want to do All Stars, because I don't want to attract any more of those kind of fans. And honestly, if you're human, I'm sure you've been bitter once in your life. I'm sure you probably wondered, things don't seem that fair in the world. Why do certain people seem to be set up to succeed when you're just as talented? And if you've never been jealous, never been bitter, never had those thoughts, then you're not human. So with that being said, I just wanted to go back and travel in time and give y'all a little special bonus and do my first reaction to season 9, how I felt when I saw the girls for the first time, and how I felt about the first challenge. So stay tuned. Oh, and in case you're wondering where I got this hat, from Walmart. I know a lot of y'all hate Walmart. Y'all think y'all too good for Walmart. Y'all like going to Target. But little do y'all know, it be ghetto folks in Target too. But anyway, and this is not, is it Lilo or Stitch? It's not him. This is just some random character from some random company. And I got this, never mind, I'm not telling y'all where I got this from. Y'all can't rock my fashions. Hello? Let's get to it.
Don't worry, it's just God punishing you.
James Mansfield, is that you?
Shea Couleé. Can I get an amen in here? And don't it up. Oh my gosh. Hey. I am Peppermint and I am sweet and sassy.
Okay, so when I first saw Peppermint, I was like, what's up with the braids though? I'm sorry, I didn't like the braids. I thought they were messy. But I thought she was pretty, and she puts me in the mind of Yo-Yo. For those of y'all who don't know who Yo-Yo is, look her up. She's a rapper. And she's also done some like little comedy roles on the old school show Martin Lawrence.
Tell me that don't look like Peppermint.
Hello, it's me, Valentina.
So, of course, when I saw Valentina, of course you think, oh Lord, here I thought I was the pretty one. You know, all you can do is think, okay, she's pretty. She seemed a little distant, so I kind of didn't know really what to think as of yet. But we all know what to think now.
Oh, come on, give it up for the big girl, serving pure catfish. My name is Eureka, and I am 25.
So when I saw Eureka, I didn't have any bad thoughts, because she, right away, me and her started joking around, and like, you know, she called me a mouse or rat, whatever. So word is, I wasn't in there, but word is, they were just talking about New York, because you know, Sasha and all the girls from New York, and about how New York has big rats. And then I walk in right after they talk about big rats. So what a coincidence. But yeah, I didn't have anything against Eureka. I hated the hair, but I didn't hate her. Oh, and I loved her boy hair in the confessional, the little vanilla swirl. I thought it was so cute.
Hi. It's about to get shady up in here.
My name is Charlie Hides, and I'm 2 years old.
So I don't remember how I felt about Charlie. Except I thought Charlie was sweet, because like she was nice to me. Like some girls, when you walk in, they kind of like, you can kind of catch a vibe, and like she kind of gave me a good vibe. Like you know, so I didn't have any bad things about, any bad reactions about Charlie at all.
It's Christina Aguilera.
So this is what it looks like.
She's naked.
My name is Pheromone.
So when I saw Pheromone, I can't remember completely, but I think I was like, oh Lord, here goes a twink. She'll already be a fan favorite. We already know how that goes. And girl, where's her body? But also, she's pretty. You know, like it wasn't, I was just like, okay, you know, that's Pheromone.
What?
So I didn't have any thoughts on Sasha. Maybe if I would have been in the room when she came in screaming, I would have had more thoughts. I think my only thought was, girl, those eyebrows. I think that was only it, honestly.
But now when I think about it, she looks like that singer Moby that had that song, ooh, Lordy, now troubles is hard. Don't nobody know my troubles.
How do you like them egg rolls, Mr. Charles?
I'm Alexis Michelle.
So when I saw Alexis, little did I know that Alexis would have been the one between me and Black China.
I can tell you like that part. Those toes are curling.
When I think about it, I can get so mad right now. I can just really just want to just go through and just get my hands and just slap the shit. When I saw Alexis, I thought she actually was nice. Like she actually didn't give me any like, cause she looked like she could be like a bitch, but she wasn't. I thought she was pretty and had a big old fupa.
My name is Shea Couleé, and I didn't come to play. I came to slay.
I know y'all been waiting for this moment. What did I think about Shea Couleé? Do y'all want me to be honest and real? And I'll be honest and real. I didn't think she was that pretty. That's just was my thing. I'm like, and I think because it's not even that. I was never a big fan of that kind of Chicago style of makeup, like the very dark, harsh bowling alley lane contour and that tricksy kind of makeup. I was never a big fan of it, and I think that's what it was. Because I think when I see Shea, I'm like, she could be this very beautiful, just chocolate girl, but I just didn't like the makeup. That was the other thing for me. Like people would be like, "Oh, Nina, you don't blend," but when I look at my season, I don't recall ever seeing and dark and this. But I forget certain queens can get away with things that some queens can't. Besides that, I knew of her from, like, of course, Instagram and stuff. And then I'm sure she knew about me. And so I think because we never followed each other, never said nothing to each other, it was kind of this thing of, oh, she's here. So I guess I'm not the only Black queen. So I'm just giving y'all my honest reaction of how I felt inside. Can I just pause it real quick? You guys, I'm having a really serious problem right now. And I don't know how to feel. And I don't know if anybody else feels the way that I feel right now. This is really serious. And I just think that with all that's going on in the world today, that this is one of the most crucial things that I have come across. So you guys remember this snack, right? The crackers with the cheese dip. What in the hell happened to the red stick? My old school heads know. The 90s kids. You know the stick that you get the stick and you can dip the cheese and spread it on the cracker? They had the audacity to take the stick out. Now I have to dip my cracker in.
The body is here, bitches. Girl, I'm Trinity Taylor.
So when I saw Trinity's another one who you would think is a bitch, but she is. But she was nice to me as well. Like I didn't get any bad vibes from her. I was like, oh, her body's nice. Yeah, I didn't really. Maybe I thought her nose reminded me of a witch. I just, once again, these are my first thoughts. I'm like, okay, why I hate the world. Like, people can smile in your face, but you never know what's going on in their head. Oh, and also, Trinity loved that blue hair, girl. That was her girl. Season 9, she wore that blue hair. And also, Trinity surprised a lot of people because she got the most like negative reaction when it first began. Like, people didn't like Trinity, that she was going home first. And look at her now. See, this is why you gotta be careful for who you root for. You're always rooting for the girl that has the highest amount of followers on social media, the it girl. But sometimes the girls that you don't think about are the ones that end up being on top. I'm on top in the bedroom, just not on Drag Race.
From beautiful. Is it me or is it hot in here?
Well, y'all know. Because, you know, I am infatuated with cheekbones, girl. I'm like, something's a little uneven. I don't think they're real. And her body, to me, looked a little boxy. This is my first reactions. But of course, I thought she was pretty, you know, but I was like, interesting.
That's my biggest sister.
It's funny them saying that like they're sisters, but they didn't really seem to show that much on the show.
10 months.
You can go to hell.
My debut was 10 months ago when I performed.
10 months, my ass, bitch. You weren't doing drag for only 10 months. Honey, people have shown their receipts. But I'll go along with it for the story, girl. Oh, I remember what I thought also about Valentina. I know that y'all love her makeup. We all know she does good at makeup. I'm just not a big fan of the barcode eyebrows.
Price check on tampons on aisle 2. Code 05. Management.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I get what she's doing. Like the Barbie dolls have like those lines, but I feel like there's a way of still doing your brows like that and making the brows still look natural with the hairlines. Because I feel like I could just take her to the grocery store and just slide her across the scanner, and it will ring up.
Hi, shapeshifters.
I am James Mansfield.
You know what's funny? Even though me and James are like the closest ones, I don't remember what I felt about James at that moment. Maybe I already felt like, oh, I have to protect her. Because a lot of y'all thought I was being shady when on the second episode, when I was choosing her for my team and I said I always root for the underdog. For me, I wasn't being shady because I look at myself as an underdog and I already knew that people would choose her last. So I didn't want that to happen. So I made sure I chose her and I just said, I have a heart for the underdog. I wasn't calling her like she's a bad drag queen, she's not worthy. Anyway, I think people just blow things way out of proportion. That little part, they made her look so dopey. Cause like we all have to go there, you have to walk in the room, and then you have to like sit there and pause. So I'm quite sure they just did that on purpose.
Scared. I'm Nina, Bonina, Banana, Fofana, Osama, Bin Laden Brown. Boom, 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 boom. I am Nina Bonina Brown, and I am back in town to shut it down.
Okay. Let me just tell you what you go through before you even get to the workroom. So first, let me start from the first day. The first day where we had the car ride with RuPaul, which I wish they did that every season because it was so fun.
I gotta get this car back to James Corden.
Bye, mama.
Bye, darling. Take care now.
You too, love.
Yes,
Oh,
girl.
it's corset, honey.
Yeah.
So we had to do our makeup twice. So it seems like it was all the same day, but it wasn't. And I actually did like my makeup better this second day. So yeah, we had to do that twice. But then on the second day, they put you in your own separate like room somewhere in the studio. And you're just nervous and pacing back and forth and walking around, and they're coming there doing little social media pictures for the future. And like, you're just thinking about what are you gonna say for your first entrance into the workroom. You know, I'm like, oh, I could say, I'm black and I'm proud and I will slap you down. But anyway, you're just a nervous wreck, and then they finally come get you. And so in my mind, being that I was taking so long for them to come get me, I'm like, oh, I'm sickening, girl. They choosing me last. 'Cause in my mind, being that I'm a drag race enthusiastical person, whatever that means, I always figured that when the first girl to walk in, or like the last girl to walk in, normally make it like to the end of the competition. So I'm like, I'm sickening, girl. So then they come get you, and you're like you're standing in the back part before you walk in the door, and the cameraman is telling you what to do. Okay, you have to go there, you gotta stop there, you gotta pose for a certain amount of time, you can't look at the girls, and so like, you do all that, and it's like, okay, and let me just say, it's freezing in there. Freezing. Like, it was so cold that for 5 seconds, I thought I was a Caucasian male because my penis was so small. JK! Not hey sisters. That was the last time I ever said hey sisters.
It's a fantasy. 1 minute, maybe a zombie, the next time maybe a nun. I'm not cosplay. Nobody does what I do.
And what I mean by I'm not cosplay is, I'm not just a cosplay artist. Like, y'all should know that by now. I don't just go around doing Dragon Ball and all these characters like legitly every day and like going to Comic-Con and Drag Con. I do whatever comes to my mind. And I always may take a character but make it my own. You know, so that's what I mean by that. So it's like people, I think they feel comfortable by trying to label me as something, but honestly, you really can't label me anything. Except the artist, to be honest.
My name is Aja, and I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
So first, when I saw Aja, I was mad. I thought I was the last one. But then, I'm sorry. I thought she wasn't pretty. I was like, oh, okay. But she was cool.
Oh, you are so gorgeous in blue.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Aja's makeup is just really rough around the edges, but she comes off as confident. Does she know what she looks like? Because if not, I need to tell her.
See, prime example, people smile on your face. Oh, nice to meet you. Aja's makeup is busted.
Yes, ma'am, honey.
That's a damn good Lady Gaga impersonator.
Girl, you hear me in the background, girl? I was shook, girl. I said, not the real drag queen that's entered the room. It's time to go home, bitch. I thought I was sick of my Walmart outfit in my ears. Girl, it's time to go. And I had no idea that was Lady Gaga. And honestly, I'm not a big, gigantic Lady Gaga fan, so that's probably why I didn't know. Commercial time.
She's here. Beautiful. Untamable. Sexy. Wild. Classy.
I want the mouse's hips. Oh my God.
So I know y'all hated Wendy Williams doing this, but I had to be on her side because she said she wanted my ears and my butt. And she said that after they called the other girls body queens. But yeah, it was kind of awkward. And it was almost like Wendy was just doing it just to do it, but she really wasn't a fan of the show.
People like me and all of us, and I just want to tell you, you're so amazing, and I never thought the world.
I swear on this part, me and Shea Couleé caught eye contact and were looking like, you better get that Oscar, girl. So seeing RuPaul for the first time, it's amazing. And especially after that car ride, I felt like we really had a connection. Like I felt like because he's from where I'm from, and you know, and he's been where I've been, and I always felt like he was the weird one when he was also in Atlanta, and people looked down on him, and so he left and made a name for himself, and I felt like he could relate to me on that kind of level, and it felt genuine. But then when I saw the video at DragCon where he's like, wait a minute, that's what's her name? Oh, Nina Bonina Brown.
Oh, look at, is that, that's, what's her name? What's her name? Nina Bonina Brown. Yeah.
Then I said, oh, the cameras wasn't rolling.
You know, when you're having a bad day, just remember that I was nobody. And then I became...
Gaga's makeup was kind of bad, though, secretly. And I don't care what y'all say. I think season 9 was the most exciting opening, maybe after, like, season 6, probably. Like, I feel like season 9 had a very great opening, a very good way to kick off our first time on VH1. Season 10, I said what I said. All Stars, I said what I said. And I wanted to say this. It was so funny when Gaga, she said something about her costume being together or something. And then when I saw that piece of her costume falling down, and I was like, well, actually, only my messy butt would do that. You're not perfect, Gaga. I got a piece of your stone.
I'm winded.
I am so fake and extra. I'm so fake and extra. Why am I so fake and extra, though? Oh, can we just say, girl, packing for Drag Race is hell. And especially like when it's your first time going on, because they barely want to help you with anything. They barely want to pay for anything. So you have to pay for everything. It's like you may want to bring your best things, but it may be too big or too extra, or it doesn't go with the challenge. So it's hell.
Girls who can get some paper and some kind of glue and some kind of glue and create a new face. I may not have the best stuff, but I work with what I got.
I kill myself. Girl, I didn't know. Girl, I was so fake for that camera, girl. Just trying to like act like I was so tired and out of breath and pretending that I didn't know that the peach head already fit. Now, oh. Seriously though, bitch. Going from a mouse to a peach and another look was hard. They didn't show it. Maybe I feel like season 9 in the beginning, really, the editors were really looking out for me. They didn't want to show too much of my bad sides or anything I was going through. Because I was going through it. Girl, I was like struggling, and I was saying, why am I here? What did I sign up for? You know, it's one of those things where be careful what you ask for, because when you get it, you got it. And so I was just like, this is hard. Like, this is hard. And I was putting on the makeup and it wasn't doing right. So then I had to throw acrylic on my face. Acrylic paint for the peach, and it worked, but then it started cracking. Y'all love it. I'll get there when we get to the peach look. But I remember Pheromone and them helping me glue the back of my head to the front part, because I never do that at home. You know, at home, I do my makeup from the front side. The back is never nothing there. So it was tough. And also, behind that peach head, that wasn't my original look for my Atlanta peach look. And that, in fact, I wanted to represent for South Carolina because that's where I'm from. That's where I was born. And I just always, like I told y'all in the past, I don't feel like Atlanta really embraced my drag that way. But RuPaul and them were like, just, go ahead and do Atlanta. Plus, I couldn't really come up with nothing for South Carolina. What? South Carolina prune? I don't. So I actually had a friend who was supposed to be making me this peach dress, like a peach gown, and with like, just everything. And I also wanted to do actual where I was gonna make a tree gown, like be a tree, a whole tree, and have like the bush for my hair and peaches. But time was ticking, and then they were just playing too many games. So at the last minute, I was stressing out, and I was telling the people behind the scenes, I don't know if I can do this. I don't have the right things. And then I ended up saying, okay, let me just draw myself as a peach, a big old peach. So who would have known? Maybe if I would have got the gown made, I probably wouldn't have been as Nina. I probably wouldn't have won. So being that I actually stuck to my Nina-isms and drew this peach is probably what got me in the top.
Category is, first up, peppermint.
Check out those big apples.
My name is
Let's do
Peppermint.
this real fast. So I thought her New York look was okay, but her tights were always the wrong color. Like, it was like Caucasian legs and then a black woman.
Olay, you stay. I'm Valentina.
Of course, Valentina looked glamorous. You know, she looked glamorous. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, expected. And if you want to say it could also even be kind of like almost costumey. But she looked good. She represented for Mexico.
Next up, Eureka. She's the forgotten Mandrell sister.
Right.
I hated Eureka's look for her hometown. But kudos to her for being completely different though.
Charlie from Massachusetts, the home of the Pilgrim. America's first drag queen.
I didn't care for Charlie's look that much. But just so y'all know, Charlie is super talented when it comes to making outfits. She is. And unfortunately, Drag Race didn't really show that. But she was so talented. And they didn't have to show her struggling to get out that outfit either.
Pheromone.
I can tell from here she gives great headdress.
Pheromone's hometown look is sickening, but it doesn't look like Las Vegas.
Up, Sasha Velour. She's crowning.
Hi, I'm
Sasha Velour's look is neat, but I don't really see New York, but you know.
Michelle.
These have always brought me luck.
I'm Alexis Michelle.
Alexis Michelle had a very good concept, but wasn't well executed. It's like my niece Elle got some markers and was like scribbling names. And she has Black Lives Matter. But Alexis Michelle, if Black Lives Matter, then why wasn't I Black China? And why on your grinder you say, no blacks? JK, I hope.
Shea Couleé. She brew national.
Don't be fooled by the broads that she got.
So Shea Couleé, y'all won't bash me. I didn't care for it that much. I think in my mind it was like really costumey, but it represented her hometown, so.
Taylor.
You must be this tall, rude, to take that run.
Another one had a well thought about what she wanted, but it wasn't executed good. Those colors don't remind me of Disney at all, or Florida. It doesn't give me, oh, Disney is almost too dark. It's almost more like just like graffiti, you know, somewhere on the wall.
Black. Black Lives Matter, y'all.
Hello, my name is Kimora Black.
Kimora Black just went to the local sex store, bought the $10 box that has lingerie in it, and went to Hobby Lobby and put a plant on her head.
Up next, James Mansfield.
Holy cow!
Up next, James Mansfield.
Holy cow!
Hi, I'm James Mansfield.
Oh my God. James, no, I love her, but girl, going back watching this, I'm like, ooh, girl, these looks, mama. That's all I'm gonna say.
Aja.
Make America gay again.
Yes. My name is Aja, and I'm from New York.
That was a little cringy. I'm from New York. Aja, her look, her hometown look, I mean, okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's New York.
Nina Bonina Brown. She's got
This
Georgetown
bitch.
in mind.
And her face.
I am Nina, Bonina, Banana, Osama Bin Laden Brown.
So first when I got there, girl, I was like, is this the stage? It's so small and short, but it wasn't the main stage. For some reason, they used this different area. So I was like, this is it? Oh. But then when we got on the real stage, I was like, I finally realized I'm on Drag Race. But it was just really small in there. But it felt so fun. It felt so fun to just finally be able to walk in front of RuPaul and Michelle and them and just strut the runway. It felt so good. And even though my outfit was very simple, I wanted it simple. I wanted the focus to be on this. And the makeup was starting to crack. And I was like, oh my God. But luckily the cameramen weren't zooming in too much. But yeah, I had fun with this look. I did. It was fun. And just seeing them smile and look at you, you're like, oh. Or like Pheromone. And it's so weird because Lady Gaga, when I was looking at Lady Gaga, it didn't seem like she could be too bothered. Like it wasn't giving me like, or maybe I couldn't see because it's so bright in there, but I saw the other judges, but I didn't. So that's why when at the end, when I, won, I was like, oh.
Peppermint. Grammy Award 16.
If it ain't broke cake, don't fix it.
Peppermint Lady Gaga's outfit is close to her outfit, but once again, those pale legs, they're just so pale. That throws me off.
Valentina, the CFDA Awards.
That was new glam.
Oh, girl, when this outfit got leaked online, people were reading this. They didn't know who it was, girl. But they, in their mind, it can't be Valentina. Valentina is perfect. But y'all were just reading this outfit for filth. So cheap. Look at that wig. That wig looks plastic. I think she looked fine. She looks fine, okay? Yes, the wig isn't a, like, human wig, but she still did the job. Y'all were really going in, bitch.
Next up, Eureka, the telephone video.
Yeah.
Eureka's outfit is nice. Looks costuming to me. Like, I can go to Party City and pick it up. That's not me reading. It's just, it looks like a costume I can just pull out the bag and put on. But it got the job done.
Next up, Charlie Hyde's Brit Awards 2010.
That's a lace front wig, I believe.
I believe it is. Yeah.
Charlie's outfit is sickening. She actually gave me this outfit and the wig, but I left it behind. It was too big. Charlie, I love you, girl, but that was too big. Now I'm kind of mad though, because that would have been a sickening, like, RuPaul wig or something, girl.
The Alejandro video. Pray and slay.
Pheromone's outfit, you know, it's nice. I don't know much about it, but I do wish that she was able to have showed the underneath outfit with the latex and the nipples. Yes.
Next up, Sasha Velour, the applause video.
There really isn't much to say about Sasha's outfit. I mean, because it's just a simple thing. The makeup, even though I know that it's supposed to be just like white, like with colors, but I feel like it still could have been feminized to look a little more like a drag. But besides that, I mean, you can't really say much about it.
Alexis Michelle, the Golden Globes. Best Actress Realness.
So Alexis Michelle, she looks good. I thought maybe the pads were wrong because it was like boxy, like a Tetris. But I guess that's how the dress was made. So besides that,
Shea Couleé, Monster Ball Tour. Pause up, baby.
So Shea Couleé, I mean, I didn't know the reference, so I didn't think it was too bad, but I guess looking at it, I'm like, it does look like a lot of tissue and napkins. But, you know, but regardless, girl, if I don't do All-Stars, you know, because I know a lot of y'all want me to hate Shea Couleé, but she's definitely ready for All-Stars. Seriously. I'm not a big, gigantic fan of her fashion because maybe I just don't have a fashion eye. So I'm not really into all the big old bubble coats with craziness going on. But she is ready. She's ready. She's ready. So, congrats.
Trinity Taylor, American Horror Story Hotel.
Yes.
Trinity looks sickening here. In fact, her wig is actually better than the one Gaga had on, honestly. The only thing is the blood could have been more gory instead of looking like just like paint. But she looks good. The wig is sickening.
Kimora Black, Lady Gaga on the go.
This is the
Kimora Black, once again, sex video store, lingerie on the rack sale.
James Mansfield, cover of Vogue.
Oh, I am Sir You Gaga.
But you know what? Y'all don't know this. James is so talented, so helpful, so funny. And I really pray that he gets another shot and can show the world what he is and what they didn't get to see.
Nina Brown.
Who?
VMA 2009.
Oh my God. Yes, my queen, yeah. This was one of the biggest nights of my life.
So I did do a lot with this outfit that I actually put my hands on as well. And I didn't want to go for the exact thing. I didn't, because I wanted to make it my own, but still represent her. So I didn't want to go for the same red. I wanted to go for a hot pink, and I wanted to show more body because, honey, I am the body queen, girl, okay? Honey, I am the drag queen, girl. I go from a man, and I give you illusion, honey, with padding, mama. So I wanted to show that, and so I had fun, and my titties were bouncing, and my hips were hipping. Girl, that breastplate, girl. I don't really wear it no more. It's too heavy. And the back is just so messed up now. It's wear and tear. Girl, we may see her again in the future. I don't know. But yeah, I had fun with this. I did. I felt sexy, even though I couldn't see nothing. Where are you? Girl, was I on Bird Box? Wait.
Now, where did I park my car?
I didn't care for this, and that's only because I didn't know the reference. But looking at it now, I'm like, she did what was supposed to be done. I just don't like the wig and the makeup, you know, but, you know, she didn't do bad.
When I call your name, please step forward. Eureka. Sasha Velour. Nina Brown.
Why? Who do y'all think should have been the top 3? And don't because you're being biased or you just don't like a queen. Who do you think should have been top 3 this episode?
The name of Miss Charisma, Uniqueness, Nerve, and Talent.
They showed me when it said talent.
Week-long getaway to the Grand Resort and Spa, Fort Lauderdale.
Girl, the Grand Resort Spa and Beach Hotel, girl. Full of old white men. But I still had some fun, mama. Let's just say, the Golden Girls will never be the same. Oh. Hello.
Hey, congratulations.
Who's this?
This is Wanda from WOW. You made it on All Stars 5. You.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't know what to say.
It's so exciting.
Okay,
You made it, Shea Couleé.
Yeah, this isn't Shea Couleé.
Oh. Awkward.
Winner is Nina Bonina Brown.
Bought my drag. She bought it. She didn't rent it from the Netflix. She bought it. Validation complete.
Is there anything you'd like to say?
I know that this was just the beginning, but to get you guys approval for this means a lot to me. Thank y'all so much for this. I truly appreciate it from my heart.
That long ass sash, I kept tripping over. It's amazing I didn't fall for real. I'm like, what am I going to, I'm mad that I didn't keep it now, but I didn't know what to do with it. And the roses were so beautiful. Girl, I don't have no vase and water. So I ended up giving it to one of our people that help us out on the side. It felt so good to win until.
Stop the music, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to apologize. This is not a Steve Harvey moment. The real competition is just about to begin. I'm introducing a 14th queen into the race.
Okay, so I felt like a winner until I heard the words, well, now the real competition begins. And I'm like, so it's like a part of me wants to be like, I started off the season 9 premiere and show the girls, look at me, I'm a winner. I won this pageant and I'm not even a pageant girl. You know, and then the other part was like, but then y'all took it away and gave it to Cynthia Lee Fontaine and she took my moment. So that's why a part of me feels like I never really did win. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this flashback to the past of season 9. And maybe we'll do some more, maybe not. But until then, stay beat, stay beautiful, and stay blessed. And one of y'all need some deodorant.